Hey, yo.
Back hero.
Yo, check it. This my special attack, 100 swords, 100 episodes, and here's to 100 more. Who got next? Place your change on the cabinet. Air Combo University graduates juggle my enemies before tagging in the Masters hero. Pros in action, toe tagging champions getting active. The message will always get near you. Return to the dream team, Spider-Man and Strider hear you. When the mask is on, I can't promise Cyclops to keep his glasses on. The handshake was potent. The inner glow shown as a mega optic blast, trailing behind the Shinku Hadouken. How you gon' dodge both of them? Blast you down to the last atom. Best regards from the proton cannon you couldn't fathom. If you were raised on gaming and put a controller up, I'm old enough to study the meta before I bless you. We understood space in the dash clean. Now we need the Justin Wong poster right next to the pro athletes. Final justice like a primary lotus from out the sky. Stars and stripes reminding you racism is still alive. Bring a plasma sword to a gunfight. Hayato, bring a hurricane kick. Tatsumaki Senpaku. One time for all my otakus who played the console till their eyes closing. Probably forgot to study for their finals. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash.
Hey, yo.
Shit.
Whoops.
You thought it was over. What's going on, man?
What up, though? Little open fire. Little sage of the season because of the holiday. Whoops. You're on camera. You know that, right?
Whoops. Little season.
Yo, first things first. Shout out to our boy Gearless Joe who got us some new background as you see around you.
We gotta. My man doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah, man, we got.
Shout out to Gearless Joe, man. He does a lot of art stuff for the pod.
Yeah,
thanks, man. We appreciate it, bro.
Although I do have some notes here. I don't mean to put you on Front Street, but I just saw this just now. It looks like we got a bit of a spelling error. Captain. So I would say that Captain is probably not spelled correctly. It's all good. It's a quick fix. And I go by Captain. I think that Noveliss goes by Hawkeye. So again, minor. This shit look fire more than anything else. So support Joe. Support his. We'll try to put a link to his clothing line that he runs in the YouTube comments or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, episode 100 was sweet. It was fire. It was hilarious. Shout out to everybody that was on, all the Discord homies. Thank you guys. It was hilarious. But now it's episode 101. We hit the milestone. We got to keep it moving. We wanted to do an episode before the holiday.
Yes, sir.
What are you into? Hey, before we get into anything, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
GOAT. Happy birthday to the GOAT. Hero's birthday was yesterday. We hung out. We went to the Pistons game. We got to go see Cade by God Cunningham. We got to go see Cade.
The motorcade.
It was fun, man. The Pistons won. They double teamed Cade. The Heat double teamed him the entire
whole game. And guess what? They still won. He still controlled the game even though he didn't score. He only took 4 shots, had 4 points, but he had 11 assists or 10 or 11 assists.
Yeah, he did. He made some great decisions off the double teams. Did a good job passing out of the double team. We talked about it earlier. I would have definitely liked to have seen him like force some more shots.
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
You're sweet. You're the star. Take some bad shots.
He does this thing. It's like reminiscent, and no, I'm not comparing him to LeBron James. Everybody calm down. But it's reminiscent to like Baby Bron. You remember Baby Bron back in 2003 where he like didn't realize that he was the best player in the league already, and like and like was super.
He would defer to,
like
very passive.
He was deferring to like Carlos Boozer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like not being. I don't even. It's not even like not being aggressive, but also just being too unselfish.
Yeah, to a fault. Like, and we noticed this as well. Like the only other thing that Cade does that I would critique is that he plays with. He doesn't always play with a sense of urgency because like.
He's so laid back.
He's so laid back, but he's also so he can get it whenever he wants that he doesn't feel like he needs to. But sometimes that might put you in a position where you aren't like ready to hit that gear and like take over the game when you need to. So I would just encourage him to continue to play hard. Like it'll become obvious that can't nobody check him after a while, and he'll be like, okay, when I do this, we win. Like once that happens, then it'll kind of be a wrap. So
for sure. But other than that, what are you into, man? Currently,
bro,
right
I found an anime to keep me hold over until, as my anime interest has ramped back up again. I've been watching Fire Force again, bro. That shit's fucking so good.
Season 2.
Season 2, yeah. I season 2 has been finished for like a year now, but I started watching it last year, but I kind of fell off for whatever reason. I started watching it again. Just those fights, man. Like the way that it's animated, those fights are just top tier. Like very, very, very impressed with that anime. I definitely did not give it a fair shake at first.
Yeah, that was looking back to that was like one of the funniest things ever when we did the I Was Wrong About You.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
What's the forecast for the SwordCast? Hey man, it's been a while, I still got it.
Also, bro, I put on some swag, dog. LA Rams, Matthew Stafford and company. That's my favorite football team. What happened? The Detroit got a football team?
I mean,
oh, I forgot. I thought they was weak. Although they did beat the dog shit out of the Cardinals this week somehow.
Some other weak team this year too.
That's funny.
No.
Yeah. So shout out to our local sports teams. I'm not a big hockey fan, but I heard the Red Wings are doing pretty good this year, so that's good. Bro, okay, so here's something as I activate right quick. Apparently the Red Wings. Here, let me put this on screen. Let's play a game here.
I want to play a game.
So the Red Wings draft pick this past year, whose name is, oh damn it,
Is he black?
Well, that's the interesting part. What the fuck is his name? Why can't I remember it now? Okay, hold on. Red Wings rookies. It's gonna drive me crazy. Not Gustav Lindstrom, no. Not Moritz Seider. Lucas Raymond. Okay. So here we go. Lucas Raymond. And so I saw a picture of him for the first time. And I was like, hold on a minute, nigga. Are you black? Look at this picture. Look at this picture, bro.
Hey, okay.
I'm gonna bring it on screen here.
Definitely, man. He said, hold on, are you black?
So here's here's Lucas Raymond. This is the first time I ever seen him. I've been hearing things about him, and I'm like, because I heard he was from like,
is he nice?
He's from like Sweden or something. Bro, he's cold. He's good. And so I just happened to look him up, and I'm like, hold on a minute, dog. Are you black? Like, does the Detroit Red Wings, do the fans know that you're black? Because you're black, bro. Like, that's a biracial young man right there. Like, clearly, is it not? I mean, like you're somebody you've got like biracial bros and people in your family.
Yeah,
like,
he's definitely for sure.
This is a guy of black descent. At
100%.
And so I'm like, that's kind of dope, bro. We got a little black guy. There's another black dude on the team who's like not mistakably black, but this guy, like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to Lucas Raymond. I'm a Red Wings fan now.
Yep, we gotta have to go to the game.
All right. I never been to a Red Wings game before. Shout out to my homie.
I feel like Vince McMahon runs hockey.
All right. No niggers. Wait a minute. Lucas Raymond is black? What?
Why does he look like it?
Yeah, dog.
It's not dark enough. There's no way.
He's a half-breed. I don't know what to do with that.
Do I discriminate or not?
All right,
man.
that's all I got. What have you been into? Discovering that our star hockey players are black secretly.
Boom. I'm just, getting into the holiday spirit, man. The other night I had my son's basketball team over to the house, and I had like a little Christmas party for them. Made a bunch of Christmas cookies, ordered some pizza. They wore their Christmas pajamas. Boys was wild, man.
Oh yeah, making all kind of noise.
I don't.
That's what was going on in your house.
But worse. They all were playing Smash, and I wanted to play, and my son just goes, "No, don't let him play. No,
He can't play. I was gonna. He told
and killed everybody.
dominated.
Yeah. And then they wouldn't let me play no more.
He told me about this. I was like, bro, I should come over and we should go 2-on-2, like our team versus whoever else, and just like run the sticks for like the whole night, bro.
Can you guys stop? No.
You guys got to get good.
You guys gotta get your tech up. Yeah, man. Quick wrestling recap. AEW Winter is coming. Adam Page versus Bryan Danielson.
Bangarang.
Wow.
Bangarang.
Rufio. Man.
Let's go.
Math tutor.
Mung tongue, nigga. What, bro, dog. That's one of my favorite scenes.
You stupid man.
What was you rude crew dude pack of pre-chew food dude, nigga? Dog,
Oh, man.
so good.
Oh my goodness.
Paramecium brain.
Mung tongue.
Nearsighted gynecologist. Hey, he was baking that nigga, dog.
He was like Rufio on
Flaming
fire.
his ass.
He was
So good.
He was like Rufio on fire.
Dog, let's go.
Oh, man.
Shout out. Hey, rest in peace, Robin Williams, my guy.
Yeah, one of the ghosts for sure. Yeah, man. I mean, AEW state is on fire as always. Winter's coming was dope, and we talked about this, bro. Adam Page versus Bryan Danielson goes the full 60 minutes, and it didn't even feel like it, which is crazy. But it went the full 60 minutes, time limit draw. I mean, it's simple, bro. Yeah, sweet wrestlers. Go have a sweet match.
Yep.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's not no stupid there's no stupid like corny angle. It's just it's just let the guys go be them and just have a sweet match, and that's what they did. I think this is undoubtedly probably the best AEW championship match ever.
Really?
So far, probably, yeah. I would say
because the Kenny joint wasn't Kenny and Bryan Danielson was not a
title match.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's people who think this match is better. I like both of them. I think they're both.
Was Pac and Kenny? Kenny wasn't the champion.
Yeah, that wasn't a championship match either. And Kenny did have a couple. He had a banger with Ray Phoenix, but I think this match was
so
better.
Good.
So yeah, man, it's been a great year for AEW. Like, just an unbelievable year for that company, man.
What's going on in New Japan?
So New Japan, I admit this has been a down year for New Japan. Like, which is I think from 2015 2015 to like 2019, New Japan is like the greatest wrestling promotion of all time. But these last 2 years, man, they've really struggled. Like I think COVID has really hit them hard, and also just like some very questionable booking, like going back to when they put the titles on Evil, and it was that whole thing was horrible. And like G1 this year was a little underwhelming, and then like Best of Super Junior was underwhelming, and then you got like they're just a mess. Like Shingo's been amazing. Shingo's been great as champion, but they just got this thing where like he's the champion, and then Okada won G1, and then like they didn't get to finish the match because remember Ibushi broke his arm, he got hurt in the match, and then Okada wins G1, and he's like doing this thing where he's like bringing the old IWGP Championship back. And then you got Will Ospreay, who never lost the title. He had to relinquish it because he was hurt. So now he's walking around saying he's the champ. So it's like you got 3 guys that are acting like they're the champ with 3 different belts. It's just like what is going on. And then they got Wrestle Kingdom is coming up, which is always starts my year off just amazingly. January 4th. I watch it live every year. It's my favorite wrestling thing in the world.
So what are the matches for Wrestle Kingdom?
So Wrestle Kingdom is kind of like, and it's like, bro, it was 2 days last year, and it was 2 days this year, and it was 2 days last year. So like they're doing the 2-day thing, but now it's 3 days, and I think that's just mad overkill. That's a lot. That's doing too much.
Is that a response to WWE copying them doing the 2-day thing?
Well, so what I see is that they are doing something cool that they've like never done. Is they're doing pro wrestling, so All Japan or Pro Wrestling or whatever.
Wait, are those the same thing or are they two different?
It's like the same thing.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. I thought they were different.
Yeah, I believe it's the same thing. I could be. No, I'm pretty sure they're the same thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I could be wrong though. I might have to fact check that. But they're doing like crossover with like Pro Wrestling Noah or for the let me verify that.
Bro, what you had a complete short circuit just now.
I did because I'm confused now because I like I said I believe that Pro Wrestling Noah and All Japan are the same thing.
While we have a break in the action, you can adjust that mic now. You can like pull it up and down.
Oh,
and you can even pull that like this part up too. So you don't have to like lean into the microphone all the way anymore.
I didn't know that. There was a time where it was like it would like fall apart if I touched it.
Yeah, no, I invested in some tech finally. Because before I literally had a milk crate. I just like stapled the fucking microphone to it, bro.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever. Okay. Well, they're doing so there's one night that's like dedicated to the joint show with the other promotion, which is fire because you know what? Even though my guy's like 100 years old, Muda is the champion.
Really?
Yeah, so he's like 100.
Let's go.
That's my all-time favorite wrestler, man. He's gonna be wrestling. They got there's some really dope dudes over there though. Like Naomichi Marufuji, he's a legend. He's gonna be wrestling too. So I know one night is dedicated to that. I know on the first night, Shingo and Okada. We're gonna get that. Then I think Ospreay is facing the winner of that match on the next night. I know we get Jeff Cobb versus Naito. That's gonna be fire. So I mean, oh my God, and Shibata's coming back. Shibata's one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. He's coming back from the injury he had in 2017.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I didn't think he would ever wrestle again. So him announcing that he's gonna have a match, that's probably the thing I'm most excited for.
That's funny.
That's probably the thing I'm most excited for. So, yeah, man, Wrestle Kingdom coming up. Boom. AEW on fire. Best promotion of the year for sure.
Let's go.
But let's talk about some Marvel stuff, man.
Hey,
how you feeling about Hawkeye, man? Are you caught up?
Yeah. How many episodes has it been so far?
5.
I'm pretty sure I'm caught up. I haven't. It comes out on Wednesday, so I haven't seen the new one yet. But bro,
good show.
I didn't think it was gonna be trash, but it was the one that I was like the least interested in.
And this was like, if there was a time where Marvel would finally kind of fumble a little bit, we all thought it would be this one.
Shit, pretty fucking good.
Show's dope.
It's really, I mean, as of right now, my way too early rankings, I would probably put it. I might be enjoying it a little bit more than Winter Soldier and was it Falcon and the, just because it started off a little slow. It got really good at the end. It would probably be WandaVision, Loki, and then this is like right there.
It's good, man. I like it a lot. Man, I'm a big Hawkeye fan in general, but just the way that they have kind of this show is like we're very much in tune with the I talked about it before with the comic book, the Matt Fraction series. That's such a
stop
cool,
laughing at that name,
such a
bro.
cool name.
Matt Fraction.
Matt Fraction.
He's an NWA wrestler from like 1989.
What's like a gimmick as like a crooked tax guy. He's got the briefcase.
He's got the. I'm gonna do your taxes. Matt Fraction.
Matt Fraction.
That's hilarious.
Hey man, you can bet your numbers on that. But yeah, man, Hawkeye's dope. I love it. It's a good blend of like spy, kind of a spy thriller, a little bit of. It's very funny comedy for sure. It's got some good action. I love the chase scene from I think it was the 4th episode.
Man, that camera
awesome.
that was
really
awesome.
Dope.
Where they had that like central camera in the middle of the car.
Yeah, man,
that was dope.
And then we both called it. I mean, the Kingpin involvement with the Echo being the daughter of his in the comic books, I believe, or something.
Oh
like that.
yeah.
So that was dope.
That actress that plays Echo is awesome, dog.
She's really good, man. She is. And just the way they tie the whole Ronin thing, I think the girl that's playing Kate Bishop is doing an amazing job.
Katie Steinberg,
something like that. Yeah, she's doing really good. Then we had the cameo from Black Widow's sister from the movie.
Hot take. I think Yelena.
Yeah,
I think she's the best female in the whole MCU.
Oh, you might be right.
She's fucking awesome.
That's
dog.
a great character.
Great character, great actor.
Plays the role extremely well.
I shouldn't say so. Let me.
But you might be onto something.
I think that she's the most interesting woman character, in the MCU so far because like she's. I mean, obviously, almost as good as Black. I mean, she's like right a step underneath Black Widow. Like way more personality than Scarlett Johansson and her. You know, I'm a little harder on this. Like I love Black Widow in the comic, but I didn't love the MCU depiction of her. But like this is like like I feel okay. You know what? You know what it is? I feel like Yelena is playing a more comic accurate version of Black Widow.
I understand that
because you remember she had the accent. She was like she was like witty and sort of like sultry a little bit, and you don't get any of that from the way that
the way that they made
what's her name played it, but like with this character, she steals the scene every time she's in frame. She steals the scene, so I'm a really big fan.
Yeah, like the episode that she was in for Hawkeye, it was her episode for sure.
100%,
definitely the most interesting character. I like her, man. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Hawkeye. If you guys haven't watched it, you should check it out. I think it's only 5 episodes in.
Oh, shout out to Okoye as well. I forgot about Okoye.
Yeah, Okoye.
She's right there.
Another dope character, female MCU character. But yeah, it's some good ones. Nebula, Gamora.
Yeah. See, that's a shame though. Like we shouldn't have to do better with how we write these women characters.
For sure, man.
Probably because we need more women behind the camera. But
hopefully when we finally get mutants, when we get Storm.
Come on, don't play with me, bro.
I need a Shakespearean graduate.
Dog. Lightning storm. Extra. I call upon the winds and the rains.
Mistress of the elements. Hear me.
Dog, if she's not giving a Shakespearean soliloquy every time she does a move, I don't want it, bro.
Pull out a scroll.
Right. Writing up a scroll every time she does a move, bro.
But But yeah, man, watch Hawkeye, y'all. It's dope.
It is very good.
It's really good, man.
I admit that I didn't have very high expectations, but it is very, very good.
I am enjoying it. But yeah, man, make sure you guys check out Hawkeye. But let's do it, man. Meat and potatoes time. Let's go. You guys know what this is about.
Let's go, dog.
Well, you guys know what it's about. If you have not seen Spider-Man No Way Home, you should either pause it and then go watch the movie and then come back and listen, or you should skip forward a few minutes.
Yep.
Because we are about to talk about Spider-Man.
Full spoilers.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's get it. Yeah, bro. What are your thoughts before we start getting into the sweaty parts of the movie? What are your thoughts on the movie?
Off top, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I would probably just quick ranking. I'd probably go 8.5 to 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Here is like I hear a lot of people talking about best Spider-Man movie, best MCU movie. I don't know about that. I think it's just outside of my top 5, probably in my top 7 or so. I would say I think it's the best MCU Spider-Man movie for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Spider-Verse by leaps and bounds is still the best Spider-Man movie.
Facts.
And so my major, before we get into the sweaty, like we all know what happened, right? We know the big reveals. Here's the only reason why I don't think I reacted the same way everyone else did. And this is not even the movie's fault. This is the way that we cover movies, the way that we cover movies so in depth. There were rumors about this happening, like not weeks before the show, or not just weeks before the movie came out, but I'm talking about like years ago. Like when they first started shooting this movie, like literally like a year and a half ago, they were talking about, oh, are they going to bring the other 2 Spider-Man in?
Yeah.
Right. You remember those rumors like a year and a half ago?
Yeah, like you said, it was something that it's been talked about forever.
So here's the thing, and I was still fine with it. Nothing had been spoiled. It was still unclear whether or not it was going to happen. But I think the thing that kind of didn't really ruin it, but the thing that made it like okay, was when we saw the first trailer, and you saw Doc Ock in it. I was like, all right, bro.
Right.
Like that kind of ruined everything because like there's no way they're gonna bring in Doc Ock and not bring in the rest of the Spider-Man. So at that moment, from that moment forward, it was only a matter of time. It was more like, okay, I am now not going to be surprised if they do bring these guys in.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just a matter of like when they're gonna do it or if they're gonna do it, right? Again, it was a really cool experience in the theater, but if there's a such thing as being like, if that reveal was like surprising, but like not unexpected at the same, so like I gotta word this right. It was surprising, but expected, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So, and I wonder if I came into the movie completely blind, it would have blew me away. Right. I would have been like floored. But the fact that we were all anticipating it, it was more like, oh man, they did it. They finally did it, as opposed to, holy shit, what the fuck just happened?
It's like you're giving props instead of being like blown away.
Yeah, right. Like again, it was still a good emotion. It was a good response, but it was more like okay, cool, they did it. Right. As opposed to like, if they didn't do it, it would be like, holy shit, you guys, this is the worst shit ever, right? Yeah. You blew it, right? So instead of giving them props for like not hitting a home run, I was giving them props for like not fumbling,
right?
Which is like kind of a different thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that I have to dock points for that because it's not the movie's fault. Like the movie was like fantastic, like, but it just like the big thing that it had, just by the nature of how we cover movies, had been it had been telegraphed.
We were expecting it,
right?
And it would have been a huge letdown had they not did
exactly.
Nah, man, I feel you. And you know, for me too, like I liked it. I enjoyed the movie. I liked it a lot. I wouldn't say it's not even in my top 5 MCU movies though. I wouldn't say. And like you said with Spider-Man, definitely would put Spider-Verse over it.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes, guys, we know it's not. We know Spider-Verse is an MCU movie.
Of course.
Hey, well, actually,
whatever.
Spider-Man's not black.
He gonna be black today. Goddamn it.
But I enjoyed it, man. I liked it a lot. I thought that I guess I did like it. I didn't love it as much as some other people did. I think the reason of that for me, just to kind of, I guess the whole condo scene where Norman Osborn flipped the switch and Electro kind of went full heel and everything started breaking down, and you just had that awesome, just gritty fights between Goblin and Peter where he power bombed my man. Norm was pulling out all the wrestling moves. That was dope. But I just think that whole act of the movie, and then the whole thing with Ame and everything, I just thought that was the high point of the movie for me. And I didn't think it ever hit that point again. So for that to have been like the middle of the movie, and then I just didn't think it reached that level again. I think that kind of I think that affected the way I felt about the movie.
So you didn't? I kind of fuck with the last. I thought if I'm gonna criticize anything in terms of like the story itself, I thought it started pretty slow. And that middle point was awesome, but I liked the last. You didn't like the three Spider-Man?
I liked it.
Scrap?
It's not that I didn't like it. I liked it, but I just didn't. It didn't get me like that part did. So it was.
I liked how they started. Once they started coordinating, and they started like using their spider senses together, and like they did one thing where they like webbed each other's webs somehow, cool. And like slingshotted off each other. That part was dope.
I like that. I thought that was cool. And I guess I think that I really liked I loved the Daredevil Easter egg. That was awesome. The Matt Murdock. That was cool. Really loved that. But the Spider-Man appearances were dope too. Like I'm somebody who actually enjoyed Andrew Garfield, so
for sure.
I love the Amazing Spider-Man, the first one.
The second one was trash, but the first
one. The second one wasn't good. I also kind of I think if Jamie Foxx would have been like this,
oh my god, yeah, no, that was totally the only reason why that movie was so bad.
You know what I mean? Because I don't even think the acting was bad. I think it was just the way he
was a shitty character.
And it was just a whack character.
Yeah.
But I think if he would have been like more like this,
no, he was, better. And that's more comic accurate actually. The way he was in this
for
one,
sure. So that was dope. I love seeing, man. Like I'm not the biggest Tobey Maguire fan, but just his movies had fantastic villains though. So seeing Osborn and seeing Doc Ock was really dope.
Do you remember what Doc Ock said when he was talking to Doctor Strange and they were talking about how he was using magic? Doc Ock was like, bruh, magic? What is this, a birthday party? Dog, he couldn't be bothered with these childish ass niggas, bro.
That was hilarious.
That shit was funny.
But yeah, I liked it, man. I thought, I mean, I just the plot did feel like you said it was, to me it was a little timey-wimey sometimes, like kind of like on some Endgame, like the thing that kind of bothered me about Endgame, like I thought it was a little timey-wimey sometimes, but I thought the movie was fire, man. Like I would definitely give it like a 8.5 out of 10 for sure. I thought it was a great movie. But my biggest issue with the movie was that, not even this movie, just like superhero movies in general. Like I just feel like we wait, because I talked to you before, I'm kind of kid Spider-Man'd out. Like I loved Ultimate Spider-Man when it was on the cartoon. Like I watched all of Ultimate Spider-Man. It was fire. I loved Homecoming. I didn't love Far From Home. That's one of my least favorite Spider-Man movies. But I just, like, why do we wait so long to give us the version of the character that we want?
Yeah, no, that's a fair criticism.
Like, we want a adult, like, gritty Spider-Man from the comic books. That's what I want, right? And we get that, but it's like, why do we get it in the third movie, which Tom Holland's been pretty open about like he doesn't want to play Spider-Man anymore. I'm pretty sure he's just saying that so he can get paid.
No, they're already doing another trilogy.
Oh, okay, so that's good. But what I'm just saying, why do we wait so long to give us the version of the character that we want? You know what I mean? Like they did it with the Wolverine movies. Like we had to wait till Logan, and then it's the last movie, and it's over. Even Snake Eyes, like you don't even wear the helmet till the literal last scene of the movie. They do it all the time. It's like then we finally get like this was a gritty Spider-Man movie, like the fight with Osborn and the condo, the fight at the end. Like I loved it. I love seeing Peter just be like at his wit's end. Like yo, I'm gonna kill this.
Right, I'm about to murder
you
him.
Know what I'm saying?
Murder. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I love that.
Murder. Shout out to Baby Yoda.
I love that. I thought that was really dope. But you know, and then we get Peter in the apartment, and he's got the classic suit on.
The classic boy. That was the classic boy.
That was awesome. But like, why didn't you wear it for the whole movie, dog?
So to your point,
the opportunity was there. His suit got green stuff on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I thought the opportunity was
to
there.
your point, though. They're very obviously gonna do that for like his. I think the next Tom Holland trilogy is gonna be amazing.
Well, I feel 10 times better because I didn't know that.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't know that they were doing another trilogy. I was totally under the impression that like this was it for Tom Holland.
Nah.
And then it was going to be the whole thing where they move on to a different person.
No,
and they start doing
no.
Miles or whatever.
No, they're although I think they will probably. It's only a matter of time before they do Miles.
Oh, 100%. I'm not worried about that.
But they are doing more Tom Holland, and so, I think it might be. It depends. At first, I was thinking that it was going to be in the Sony verse, like with like Venom and Morbius and all those folks. But I actually think that it's probably going to be. They're going to do some more connection with the MCU as well.
Because we had the Venom. We definitely had the cool Venom spot at the end and the end credits.
Hold up.
Okay.
That's the one thing I didn't like. Let me tell you why I didn't. You already know Venom is my guy, but I like Eddie Brock Venom. I also like Flash Thompson Venom, but I don't like Flash Thompson in this MCU.
Yeah, and you know what? So
and that's what they're gonna do because they sent Tom Hardy home.
Yeah, they sent Tom Hardy
and they
home.
left a little bit of symbiote.
And shout out to my son, man, because you know I rant and rave about the Flash Thompson Venom comic all the time with the Agent Venom, and he's up on it. So when he saw the Venom symbiote, the first thing he thought was like, "Oh, they're gonna do the Flash Thompson Venom," and I was like, you know what? But the Flash Thompson actor,
he's not.
Absolutely not.
I love that actor, but just not for this role.
Just not for this role. This is a legitimate.
You need a big buzz cut white dude quarterback. Man. You need like Rob Gronkowski to play that role
because it's like a military thing.
Yeah, so, right.
I really hope they don't do that.
Hey, but maybe he'll get in the gym because you know what's his name, Kumail Nanjiani. He got in the gym and he looked great in the Eternal. So maybe he'll get in the gym and he'll look the part. But as of right now, I don't have high confidence for it.
Right? You talking about Ned or whatever?
No. I'm talking about the kid, the other brown kid who played. He was the guy who was just being a jerk to Peter the whole time. He was the kid who got into MIT, and Peter needed to talk to the counselor at MIT. That kid.
Okay. Yeah.
So that actor, he's in some other like film snob movies. He's been fantastic, good actor. But he doesn't strike me as an action star, right?
No, 100%, man.
So like, are they gonna put him in the gym for like 2 straight years and like he's gonna come out shredded and be ready?
Yeah, but don't force it, man.
I don't know.
And
it's too late. They can't cast somebody else now. They can't.
Yeah, they can.
So what are you gonna do?
They can have another Flash Thompson come in from another
universe.
Another universe,
maybe. But then again, like I don't want him to lose his job because I like him, but. They just shouldn't have picked you for that job in the first place. Fuck.
Facts. But yeah, man, overall, the movie was dope. Go see it. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10.
I think that's super fair.
Boom. Hey, man, it's the holiday season. Real quick, without thinking about it too much, what Christmas movie do you have to watch every year? Can't go the holiday season without watching it. What is it?
All right, bro. Again, you're not gonna like this answer because this
dude about to say Die Hard.
No, not worse. Not Die Hard. Worse. Only because it always
dude about to say Lethal Weapon.
No, dog. Only because it always comes on around this time, and me and my dad always watch this movie, Godfather Part 1. Because I know, whatever, it's not a Christmas movie. There's a Christmas scene in there, but it's just always on. What do you want me to do? It's always on, and I like it.
I'm not mad at it.
So, but like a proper Christmas movie, it's got to be Jingle All the Way.
Hey.
That's probably my favorite Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
Watched it last year. Probably going to watch it again this year. Watched it for the first time in a while last year, and I'm going to make that my new tradition.
I watch it every year. I haven't watched it. I'm a Christmas snob, dog. I save it for like a couple
Only
days.
for Christmas.
Yeah. I love that movie. Sinbad's hilarious.
He was underrated. Maybe the best part of that movie.
He was a maniac in that movie. But
also that one like shitty stop motion Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from like 1965. I like that one.
Those movies are like, those are comfort movies, man.
For sure.
They make me feel good.
Yeah.
I like those too. Even though the animation is trash.
It's so trash. Dog. It's like literally a child playing with toys. That one foot in front of another song. That song slaps though.
It does. And soon you'll be walking out
right,
the door. Yeah, that song's fire. But yeah, for me, it was Jingle All the Way forever, for like my whole life. But last year, over the last couple years, my new favorite Christmas movie is Polar Express, man.
Wow, yeah, you were telling me about that.
It's such a great movie. It's definitely become my new favorite. They got this bell in the movie, and when the kids ring it, only kids can hear it, adults can't hear it. It's from Santa's sleigh. So Nova, oh my gosh, she goes around like, "Can you hear this, Dad? Are you sure?" And everybody's just gotta
pretend like you can't hear it.
Be oblivious. So there's your heads up for if you come over.
I can't. I'm sorry, Nova, can't hear it.
For if you come over in the next.
All right, okay,
days,
all right,
that's
man.
your heads up.
So I gotta pretend like I can't hear it.
Facts. So I even tried to change it, like, oh no, it's for people who believe, like I can hear it, And then she's like, no, it's for grown-ups. You can't hear it because you're grown up. I'm like, all right, bet.
If you say so.
But Polar Express, love it. We always do hot chocolate because they drink hot chocolate in the movie. It's my new favorite Christmas movie for sure.
How about another one that I kind of forgot? Again, it's not intentional, but I always end up watching it because it always comes on. The classic, man, Home Alone 2.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I love, like, there is the list of movies that just get watched all the time, and Home Alone is for sure on there.
Home Alone 1 or 2 your favorite?
Oh man, 1.
Really?
Bro,
you think 1 is it your favorite, or because dog? I think it's 2, bro.
Actually, okay, wait. Which Christmas ornaments is Home Alone 1?
I think he does it in both.
Bro,
no, that's Home Alone 1.
Christmas ornaments is Home Alone 1. What is Electrocuted? Is Home
bro,
Alone
he
2.
took it to another level in Home Alone 2. He was murdering these
He was
niggas.
trying to kill them. he went from trying to stop her from getting his house to like,
I don't know. I'm about to commit a homicide. I'm about to commit a double homicide, bro. I'm finna electrocute this nigga. I'm about to fucking have a tool shed coming down the steps. I'm gonna crush him with it. I'm gonna set this fool's hair on fire a second time because I did that shit last year. What else,
bro? Oh my god, when he pulls the bag and he just falls.
What happened?
Because the house was unfinished.
Oh, and he falls like through the roof. I'm about to drop this nigga off a building, a New York City building.
Literally would have died.
Bro, what?
No question. Bro, all the paint. You might be right. It might be the same. And then he gets it covered in the...
Right. I'm going to suffocate you with paint. I'm going to drop like 100 cans of paint on you, bro. And then you get electrocuted because that happened right after that scene.
You might be right. It might be the second one.
Bro, this nigga took it to a whole different...
Marv, oh my God. He is so funny.
Dog.
Man, skeleton.
Bro, they literally brought out the... Bro, look, every time I see that scene, I'll be like, yo, they brought out the Street Fighter 2 skeleton from when you be getting electrocuted.
Yes, from Blanca. Absolutely. Yeah, you know what? You might be right. The second one might be better. Kevin is such a savage in the first one, though.
Yeah.
Go upstairs. I am upstairs, dummy. My man says that to his mother.
Yeah, bro.
Unbelievable. I think the second one might be funnier, though, now that you said it. I'm going to have to watch them both. And then, obviously, like a non-traditional Christmas movie, always watch Star Wars around Christmas time.
Oh,
always.
Yeah.
Always watch Star Wars, man. So what's a Christmas TV special that was your favorite growing up? Like a Christmas episode of like a show or a cartoon or something.
Okay. So there's a bunch of funny Simpsons ones. There's a bunch of funny Family Guy ones. My favorite, though, is definitely Futurama with Evil Santa. Evil Santa and all those Lucy Liu clones.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. That's a good one. Futurama was a great show, man.
Bro, Futurama is sneaky, maybe funnier than The Simpsons.
I think so, for sure.
So funny,
good,
bro.
But it went through it did go through a time where they were like
Dry spell.
where they were trying to be like Family Guy. They were doing like cutaway humor and stuff.
Yeah, that's not your bag.
It's not their bag, man. For me, super random. I always loved the Fairly Odd Parents, where Timmy wishes that it was Christmas every day.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, that's always been my favorite for some reason. I love it. I still be trying to catch it now. That was all my favorite. Also, really liked the Hey Arnold one with the where he went and found Mr. Wynn's daughter for Christmas.
Oh,
really
yeah.
I love Mr. Wynn. I'm not his mother. But yeah, I love the Hey Arnold special where he finds Mr. Wynn's daughter. Just that was a good one too. So shout out to the Christmas specials. All right, man. What's one favorite gift that you got as a kid, and then one crazy gift that you asked for and never got?
Crazy gift, like crazy good or just like out of the blue?
I guess just like what's a gift that you wanted but was like out of your league and you kind of knew it was, but you still asked
bro
for it.
I told y'all this story, bro. Nintendo 64. because here's what I did. I negotiated with my dad. I was like, so hey dad, like there's this Nintendo 64 that's about to come out, but I already know. I know you ain't about to give me that. Like, I'm a reasonable kid. So how about we just do the Sega Saturn instead? So I fully expected to get a Sega Saturn. This nigga went and shot the whole. Bro, no, he went and shot the film Jingle All the Way, starring Perry Hall, and they just replaced him with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and replaced the Dreamcast. I'm sorry, replaced the 64 with the Turbo Man doll. But I'm telling you, I told this story before. That was literally his whole experience, bro. Going
cutting back alley deals.
Dog, this nigga. Somebody handed him a card and was like, "Hey, hey man, I heard you looking for a 64." This nigga handed him a card. This nigga went to a payphone and was like, "Hey, I heard y'all had 64s." Nigga shook the right person's hand, went and back alley deal, and on Christmas morning, nigga had a 64 ready for his boy.
That's wild,
my man.
That's awesome.
So that was definitely the one that was totally like, I know I already know.
Right.
You can't get it. It's fine. How about this? We'll just do a Sega Saturn. It'll be fine. Call it Square.
Right.
And then the other question was a crazy ass that I knew I would never get.
Yeah.
Shit. It would have to have been, because I learned pretty quick like what the limitations were. So it would have had to have been something. Oh, okay. So this is sort of a practical one. Like I asked for a cell phone and a car when I was like, because I was late. I was a late bloomer.
No,
I didn't get a cell phone until my junior year of high school.
Oh, I was too. Like my mom tried to force one on me, and I did not want one.
Oh, I was the opposite. I wanted one because I was the only kid that didn't have one.
So my mom, she really wanted me to have one just so she could like make sure I was all right. Because I was at the age where I was gone a lot, hanging with my friends.
Yeah,
and I didn't want one, man. I didn't want the responsibility of
it was,
like
you were
not leaving it somewhere.
And it was also too easy to get a hold of you.
Yeah,
like, no, I want to be mysterious for a while.
It was
So I asked for a cell phone much earlier because the first time I saw a kid my age have a cell phone was in 8th grade. And that would have been like, it was early. That would have been like 2001 or 2002, sometime in that range.
That's early.
But by like 2003, like it was pretty commonplace.
It was common.
So I asked for one,
joints.
bro. So I asked for a Nokia cell phone, and my mom was like, "Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of here."
I couldn't even text on them mugs. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, all I did was play Snake. That was it. Right. I was cold as Snake though. I used to have that boy like going and like wrapping around itself.
Oh my God, we're 100 years old.
I know. Young kids that listen to this are like, bro, what the fuck are these dudes
What are
talking
they
about?
talking
What's
about?
you played with a snake? What? But yeah, so that I learned fairly quickly what the limitations were. So I had very reasonable requests once I realized, oh, okay, so Santa Claus has their limits to his power apparently.
Right.
What about you?
Oh man, a favorite gift definitely, man. The Darth Maul lightsaber from Phantom Menace. That might be my favorite gift ever when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's fire.
I was a super nerd. Like I'm talking about. I was
Well,
downstairs
actually,
practicing my lightsaber moves. I literally would turn on Phantom Menace and I would like blast the volume when Duel of Fates was happening.
Let's go.
And I would literally be downstairs practicing my lightsaber moves. And then my brother, you
nerd.
what are you doing? I tried to get him. I used to bait him in the because he got the Qui-Gon one the same year I got the Maul one. So
Got to get a scrap going.
I would be able to bait him into scrapping every now and then, but he was past that, so it was I was always down there by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But good times, definitely my favorite. And then I guess I kind of wanted a gift that I wanted that I just didn't think I was gonna get was probably Game Boy Color, because I just remember how I don't even think they were like crazy expensive. I just remember like nobody had them.
Yeah.
Like, and I just remember overhearing like, you know what I'm saying, my mom like on the phone with people and just like I was like, maybe that's not.
Yeah, looks like that's not gonna happen.
Because like, yeah, nobody had them. And my mom's that's the same as you. Like she's got a crazy Jingle All the Way story about getting me and my brother a Game Boy Color.
Oh, having to get two is tough.
Yeah, we even and and then they got to be different colors because So yeah, I bet that was nuts. But it's a gift I would always ask for that I knew I wasn't gonna get, but still ask anyway. A go-kart, man. I was out here. I asked for a go-kart every year
me too.
For like 6 years straight.
Me too. It was a go-kart and a moped, either one.
For sure.
Did anybody have? SwordCast. Did any of y'all niggas actually really have a go-kart?
I don't think.
I feel like that's a myth.
I feel like it's a myth. I didn't know anybody.
I didn't know anybody who had one either.
For sure. And you know what? It was Little Giants, man. Remember she had the go-kart of Little Giants.
Yes.
That's what made me want one.
That's such a good one. I asked for that, bro. One summer, me and my dad even tried to build one. And we got like one day in. It was like, hold on,
what?
Neither one of us are having fun here. Do you want to not do this? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'd rather go play video games. And that was the end of that.
That's awesome. That's hilarious. So yeah, man. Happy holidays, y'all. Merry Christmas, man. Let's get into a You Can Only Pick 3. I emailed it to you. Episode 101. You can only pick 3. Then we'll get into this special Spider-Man top 5 kind of theme here.
Let's see what we got here.
You can only pick 3. We're looking at phase. What is this? Phase 4.
Yep.
All the things that have come out. Phase 4 of MCU here.
I love it.
What are you looking at?
All right. First things first, we got WandaVision, which really set it off. Man, what a great way to start off this phase, whatever we're in. Just like blowing the doors off of what we thought was possible and what wasn't possible. Just super, super good stuff there. Then we got Winter Soldier. Another one that I was very excited about. Started off slow, but ended up hitting pretty hard. I began to really enjoy Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Loki, which is another one that really that one is super important when it comes to what's coming next in terms of like the sweaty and the future of where the MCU is going. We started to open up the multiverse a little bit. Damn, this is tough because I see I'm gonna have to make a tough decision here, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure what we'll figure it out. So then we got Black Widow. Movie was a little bit of a disappointment to me for reasons that I'm sure you'll get into because I know you have feelings about it as well.
Yeah.
Marvel What If, this surprised me. Did you finish it?
I did, man. I watched it. I thought it was cool. It wasn't like it didn't like blow me away, but I did think I thought it was cool and to see to see that how important some of these things actually are going into the movies and the bigger things. I thought that was pretty cool.
Hey, bro, What If was validated with that multiverse
with the
trailer.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Because that flat out, that was that Doctor Strange. Like, that's evil What If Doctor Strange.
Right.
And we got a better look at what I am still claiming is Shuma Gorath. I called that shit from day one.
Absolutely.
The first time I saw the What If trailer, I was like, that's definitely Shuma Gorath. Like, I know it. And we got a better look in that Doctor Strange trailer, assuming that that's what that was. It looked like a trailer to me. So yeah, What If was good. I still think that one Black Panther episode was just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
so damn good.
Star-Lord one.
Yep, Star T'Challa.
T'Challa, babyface Thanos.
Yeah. Damn, that shit was so good.
It was a good episode, man. It was.
Dog, this phase has been great.
It really has.
Wow.
It's weird to think about it because it's not all film. God damn it.
Dog, what is going on over there?
I'm trying to stand my photo so I can navigate the episode, but whatever.
All right, then we got Eternals, which I liked. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it. It didn't do what I wanted it to do, but I still thought it was pretty good. Then we got Hawkeye, which we're still watching right now, and Spider-Man No Way Home. So I'm gonna have to do a process of elimination here. So off top, Black Widow and Eternals are not gonna make it. I'm also gonna
Out of there.
I'm also gonna take Hawkeye out just because it's not complete yet. So I don't have a lot to go on. And so I'm also gonna take Falcon and the Winter Soldier out. It was good, but there are definitely 3 or 4 things here that I enjoy better.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves us with WandaVision, Loki, Spider-Man, What If, and Shang-Chi. So Shang-Chi is going to be a keeper.
Bang.
We know that. I'm going to get rid of What If, and that one hurts because I think I liked it a lot, and it was very weird at the end. I thought it was sort of like, what exactly just happened here? But I think it's going to make more sense now that we have some further context with the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness movie that's going to come out. So that's out. And bro, I was just so impressed. Like, we hadn't seen a show like what WandaVision did since like Game of Thrones, where it was like appointment television, like everybody like not trying to avoid spoilers, like fucking picking apart every single detail. I love shows like that, so I'm gonna have WandaVision be the keeper here. So I gotta make a tough decision between Spider-Man and Loki. And just because I have to stick to I am a person who always likes series, like high quality series. I'm always gonna get more out of that than a movie. Like, you know, some of my favorite pieces of media have been like really, really high quality series. Mm-hmm. And being consistent with my, like, the way that I like storytelling, that week to week, like appointment television, picking apart every episode style, I might have to give it to Loki over Spider-Man. So, and they introduced Kang, and he's awesome. Like, the way that Jonathan Majors was playing Kang, I didn't expect Kang to look like that, but I think I like it. Yeah. Like, or not, I didn't expect him to have that kind of personality, but like I was pretty blown away. I thought it was great. So, and I'm just super excited about what these things, again, this is all predicated on, y'all know what I want, bro. Y'all know what I want. And these are the things with the exception of Shang-Chi.
These are the things that are going to get us there.
Shang-Chi was just just an amazing movie.
For sure.
And had all the stuff that we like. But in terms of the rest of this stuff, those are the joints that are going to get me closer to where I want to be. And I don't have to say it at this point. Y'all know what I want, bro. Like, let's get it popping, please. So I'm going to go with Shang-Chi, Loki, WandaVision.
Boom.
This is a tough one. This is one of the toughest ones we had in a while.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. All right, man. Let's go. Phase 4, MCU. First up, we got WandaVision. I will just say that I don't think I have ever been this surprised by a show ever.
It threw everybody for a loop, dog.
The first episode, I was like, okay.
First 3, really.
Second episode, I was like, ugh. But then it was really, obviously, it wasn't the action that kept me around. It was all the sweaty.
It was the sweaty, bro.
It was all the Easter eggs.
Oh, so good.
It was all the theories. It was all the
I love
guessing
it.
on what was going to happen next. And just being such a big Marvel comic fan, like that is what I watched the show for.
Yep.
Like just
and they knew what they were doing too.
For sure. And they were trolling us a little bit, and it was a lot of bit. But then we got the Vision overstatement of White
dog.
Vision.
That was so good.
It was great. The ending to the show was fantastic. Really good, man. Better than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Again, I liked this show, but I talked about like how the Winter Soldier character is frustrating me because he has just gone down so far since the Winter Soldier movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then Baron Zemo was awesome in this show.
He was.
Peggy Carter was awesome in this show.
Heel turn that we didn't see coming.
Yeah, it was. This show had some.
Or was that?
Not Peggy.
It was.
What's her name?
Not Sharon.
Is it Sharon?
It's not Sharon. Is the other? It might have been Sharon. I don't know, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
I think it's Sharon. But yeah, that was dope. Like it's stuff. Loki. I was not crazy about Loki, man. It was like I was just watching it. Again, like these Marvel shows make you tune in to see what we're waiting for because you know there's something there. You know what I mean? And then obviously the Kang reveal, I was definitely, it was worth it for sure. Black Widow, I you know how I feel about this movie. I didn't think it was a terrible movie. I just thought it was really unnecessary, and I did not like the Taskmaster thing at all. Not because it was a girl, because I didn't like how they made. It was like a brain dead, just like a weapon, just like a brainwashed robot
like
kind of
agent.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like that because Taskmaster is a really dope character and has a cool ability. He's got photographic reflexes. You know what I'm saying? So I would have wished that they would have done that.
Just like Cap.
Just like Cap. But we did get the introduction of the Black Widow sister, who is, we just said,
fantastic. So good.
What If, another show that pleasantly surprised me. Thought the animation style was cool. But then we got my new favorite MCU movie, Shang-Chi. That's obviously going to be my first keeper. Love this movie. We already did a whole episode on it. But y'all already know. I love this movie so much. Shang-Chi's my first keeper. Eternals, finally saw it. I never really cared for the Eternals as a team anyway in the comic books. We didn't
really get much.
We didn't get
from them.
much of them at all. They were always like mentioned by other characters. So I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. Thought it was good, but it's not gonna be one of my keepers here. But then we got Hawkeye, man, and this might be surprising, but this is gonna be my next keeper.
Okay.
I really love the Hawkeye show. I love Kate Bishop. And just being a fan of this comic book series and this show following that series so closely really makes me enjoy it. So this is gonna be my second keeper. Then we got Spider-Man, which I loved. I liked it a lot. It's gonna come down to Spider-Man, WandaVision, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh man. You know what? Since this is the start of the gritty Peter Parker that I'm watching, I'm gonna go with Spider-Man.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go with Spider-Man. All right, man. Boom. All right, man. It's time for the top 5 of the day. I like this one a little bit. All right. since we're talking about Spider-Man No Way Home, there's been so many different versions of Spider-Man. You got video games, comic books, 20 million different movies, cartoons, Peter Parker, Miles Morales. What's Spider-Man 99's name? 2099? Forgot.
Miguel Reyes or something like that.
I can't remember. Anyway,
so I
Ben
need
Riley. There's so many.
Oh, shout out to Ben Riley, bro.
Yes,
that's a
Scarlet Spider.
Scarlet. That was a dope
dope look and everything. Dope
look,
story.
Dope little
look.
story. Was it a Skrull? It was a clone, right?
A
clone.
Yeah, it was a clone. Yeah.
So I need some clarity here on this top 5.
Okay.
Are we doing like?
So the top 5 is top 5 favorite versions of Spider-Man. So this means whatever.
Okay.
This
all right.
could be.
Let me not overthink it then.
Yeah, don't overthink it, dog. Whatever you're thinking.
Okay.
Don't overthink it. Whatever you're thinking.
But okay, so like, all right. I'm gonna just do whatever. Okay. I need to write it down here.
Okay.
And boom. And bop.
And bink.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see it.
I need to make sure I spelled one thing. I mean, it don't matter what but we should make sure I got his name right. There's a little bit of a spoiler because you can see my screen.
Oh, he's spoiling. Spoiled it. Soiled it.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Bang.
Got it. All right. Cool. So number 5 is Vanilla Peter Parker.
Vanilla Peter Parker.
Yeah, just the classic. And my Vanilla Peter Parker is the one. It's you could either go because my favorite comic run is like the mid 90s Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
Damn it, every single time. Todd McFarlane. Whatever. Fuck.
However you say it.
Always confuse those guys.
I actually don't know how exactly you say his name.
But I just always confuse him with Family Guy like every single time. But anyways, like that era of Spider-Man and like Venom, like that's because that was like some of the Ben Riley stuff.
Yeah.
Was during that time.
Very good.
Either that or like the 90s comic. Like that I'm considering that to be Vanilla Peter Parker.
Okay.
That's the one I'm the most familiar with, right? It's the folks in our age range. Like that's the one that we know the best. And I have this age-old argument with Josh where he really likes Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker because he's like so nerdy and like annoying. And his argument is that like you're supposed to think he's annoying. But like my response is, bro, like that's not how Peter Parker is anymore. Like that,
Bruh,
that might have been true like 60 years ago when the character first, or 50 years ago when the character first came out. But like Spider-Man hasn't been depicted that way as this annoying, like hopeless loser in decades.
Yeah.
Like he's always, like sure he's a nerd, he's never been popular, but he was like he was charming.
He was charming. Like, girls liked him.
Yeah,
cool.
He was wholesome, charming, and like a fan favorite. Like you rooted for him. And like he was like the depiction of Tobey Maguire in that role was not somebody who I could root for. He just was annoying. I just wanted him off screen like every time I saw him. So definitely not movie Spider-Man. So totally not on my top 5. But that is the version of Spider-Man that we grew up with. The one that I'm the closest to is the version from the Spider-Man cartoon. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was better than the X-Men cartoon, but it was a contemporary and it was like in the same league as that X-Men show. And again, I've said it before, said it a million times, the best Venom symbiote depiction ever. It's fantastic.
Great explanation for it.
Next is the PS4 and /5 Amazing Spider-Man version of Peter Parker.
Very good.
It's just a fantastic game. And to your point, this is a version of Peter Parker that was an adult. Mm-hmm. Like he was like, he had a job and well, I think he was technically like a grad student or whatever, but he was like an adult with like an apartment and a job and was established. And he was like in retrospect talking about some of the adventures that he's already had. You didn't have to worry about like this whole coming of age story, which I thought was great. Like I thought that was super cool. It was a very super powered version of Spider-Man. I mean, he straight up beats the dog shit out of Taskmaster, which is hard as hell to do. I don't care who you are.
Exactly.
So love that version, and I thought the actor that played him was great. Like it
was good. It was a good change. It's a good look for Peter. Then they kind of changed him to look like Tom Holland a little bit.
I thought that was fine too. It was all good. So then my number 3 on the list is going to be Black Suit Spider-Man. Particularly the version of that we get from not Spider-Man 3. That movie sucked. The cartoon when he has the black suit.
Yes.
And he's channeling all this anger, and he's like way stronger than he used to be. I remember a very specific line in the cartoon where he's like, he picks when he first discovers it and he puts it on and he's realizing how much stronger he is. He picks up a fire engine, a fire truck.
Yes,
and
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And he thinks to himself like, I just lifted up a fire engine. I could barely lift up a Volkswagen. just a really funny scene there. So I thought, and just the connection to the greater storyline with Venom and Eddie Brock. They made Eddie Brock out to be like, I mean, actually the Venom, Tom Hardy version of Venom. I wonder if they borrowed from that story, because how like they just made it so that Eddie Brock was just super down on his luck, like a motherfucker.
Yeah, bro.
And that was sort of a similar story to the Tom Hardy Venom. So yeah, I love that. Then you brought this up, and it triggered how much I used to like this storyline. I'm gonna go with Ben Reilly for number 2, which is the Scarlet Spider. One of the coldest suits ever, bro.
Yeah, just a super dope look.
Super cool look. It looks like homegrown, but still slick at the same time.
Yeah,
so the story with Scarlet Spider, and I'm rusty. I don't remember all the details, but I know Edmund's brother put me up on this run. Did they ever do that in the animated cartoon? Did they do?
They did.
Ben Reilly.
I think they did. I know they did it in Ultimate Spider-Man, but they like changed his suit. Remember, they started making Scarlet Spider look different. They started doing like the red with like the gold.
The gold, yeah.
But the old suit was way
better. Yeah. It was like an 80s like jeans, cut off kind of thing.
It was fire. It looked really dope.
So Ben Reilly is a clone of Spider-Man. And I remember there was a run where they almost did a thing where like it was the opposite, where like Peter Parker was the clone the whole time.
They did that. Yeah, they did one of those.
And my Ben Reilly was the real one.
My brother, shout out to my brother Chris. He's like a huge Scarlet Spider fan.
Yeah,
like huge.
So we haven't seen him around in a long time in the comic book world. So I don't really know what he's up to yet. He might have died. I have no idea, or gone back to wherever, gone to another universe, whatever. But it's just a cool story, super cool story. I like the sweaty, like, multiple identity kind of thing. So that is super interesting. And it's actually inspiring me to go and do some more reading on what Ben Reilly and company is up to now.
Boom.
But the number 1 should be no surprise.
Let's get it.
Miles Morales. The best Spider-Man ever. Strongest, coolest. Would beat the shit out of Peter Parker. Yo, Peter Parker knows this though. Like he straight up like I think in the Spider-Verse he straight up says it. Like, yo, you're like way more powerful than me, right? Like, sure. Less experience, sure, but like, I mean, Miles Morales has become, and I have to go back to when they first introduced Miles Morales, when they first started doing the Ultimate Marvel universe. When I was in college, I think it was like 2008 or 7. This is at the beginning of my college career. My homie Anthony put me on. He gave me the first book, The Ultimates. I still got it upstairs, as a matter of fact. I remember being really excited about.
And they kind of started off with him like,
yeah, bro.
I don't want to be black. I just want to be Spider-Man.
I was super excited about this Puerto Rican.
Was that Bendis yet? Or
Michael
no?
Bryan Bendis. Him? Yeah, it was.
Because he got better.
But that's after they changed the writer. Yeah. So I was really excited about him. I thought, this is dope. Like they got a black Puerto Rican Spider-Man. Like that's really cool. His suit looked super dope. Like everything about him looked cool. But they just kept making him. They shied away from like the identity piece in a way that was gross, bro. Like they just were running from it. And I kind of wrote him off. I was like, all right, if that's how they're gonna do Miles Morales, like I'm not really here for it.
Right.
But in the past, probably 5 or 6 years, like this is before Into the Spider-Verse. This is a couple years before that. They changed the writing staff behind. They did a couple of different runs where Miles Morales like fully embraced the Black identity, and that became a part of his character, wearing the J's with the hoodie, like you know what I'm saying, being into music. And like there hasn't been a more relatable character ever to like modern Black people. Like if you think about the Black superheroes that exist now, you got Luke Cage 70s, right? Like Storm 80s,
Right.
Bishop 90s, right? Like so we all thought they were cool, but there was no relatable young hero with the exception of maybe Static Shock.
And he wasn't really
and he wasn't
around.
popular like that. Until we got Miles and
the
the way
Static Shock run now is fire.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get into it.
You guys gotta check it out. It's really good.
But just like having a young Black hero being super relatable, not corny, just like easily reflective of multiple cultures, you can't beat that, bro. Miles Morales has quickly become one of my favorite fictional characters ever. He almost made my top 5.
Yeah, same. He's really dope.
Yeah.
So
Boom. Peter Parker, PlayStation Peter Parker, Black Suit Spider-Man, Ben Reilly, Miles Morales.
Bang. Love it. All right, man, let's go. Coming in at number 5 for me, I'm going to go PlayStation Peter Parker as well.
Boom.
Spider-Man, PS4, oh man, such a good character. Again, this was a grown up. This was adult Peter. Just very could scrap. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the Peter that I'm wanting in the movies. You know what I mean? Like this is the Spider-Man that I'm really wanting in the movies, man. So I'm gonna go with Spider-Man PS5 there, or PS4 or whatever. Coming in at number 4, I'm gonna go with the '90s. I'm gonna go get specific. I'm gonna go '90s cartoon Spider-Man. Man, such a good show. And again, this was like what we were talking about. This is like Spider-Man, and he's not like he's not like a dweeb. You know what I mean?
Dog.
Like he's very smart. He's in college, but he's not. He's a genius, but he's not like a dweeb though. You know what I mean? Like he's cool enough to where, you know, he's relatable and he's kind of normal. You know what I'm saying? And just like, man, just such a good cartoon. That show had everybody ever in it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Felicia Harding, Black Cat.
Yeah, man. Blade.
First appearance that I'd ever seen of Blade,
man.
and it made me want to go read his comics.
Yeah, man's had a lightsaber. Man's had
with the
driving a motorcycle up the side of a building
with the fade, light skin Blade.
Right.
With
Oh man,
bro, Felicia Harding was trying to get Peter Parker in trouble, bro. Like
for sure,
from start to finish, dog. Like
absolutely
trying to ruin that man's relationship.
Wasn't she? Remember Morbius was in that show too.
Dog,
that arc was like 600 episodes.
Bro, for the whole series, dog. Like that's actually my least favorite part of that whole run because it was like 20 episodes long, dog. Fuck.
That storyline was unbelievable.
Because it was like it was the man bat thing first, the man spider, the man bat, then it was the man spider.
And
then it was fucking Morbius. Like dog, and then Blade was in there for a minute.
Blade showed up because
like, bro, what the fuck is going on, dog?
It was a lot. It was a lot going on there. Coming in at number 3, I'm gonna go with Miles Morales specifically from the PS4 game.
Okay.
I love this version of Miles so good. So just this depiction of Miles was just awesome. Like this is getting it right 100%. Yeah. This is what it should be like. And I mean, he was everything, bro. He was the coolest, literally the coolest character ever.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he was a producer.
Right, making beats. I saw it. I went to his room and I saw his keyboard and his little beat machine.
Saw him in there making beats.
Right. There were side missions where you had to go find samples.
Yeah, you straight up had to get samples.
Right, Doug.
Number 1, Or number 2, sorry. I'm gonna go with Symbiote Spider-Man as well. I love Black Suit Spider-Man. My just so good. I'm gonna actually go with the comic book Symbiote Spider-Man though. From the Back in Black was really good, but also the story with Kraven the Hunter. That was the first time. I really saw it. Really good, man. Really good. This just this is aggressive Peter Parker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is aggressive Peter Parker. This is way more just Peter Parker with an edge. You know what I'm saying? Like this edgy Peter Parker. So always loved it. And the suit is fire. Like the suit is suit is fire as well. And number 1, it is Miles, but I'm gonna be specific. I'm gonna go with Miles from Into the Spider-Verse.
Strong.
I love Into the Spider-Verse so much, man. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
And this, I love this depiction of Miles, man. Like I thought everything was just so spot on. Like his age, his look, the way he acted, like it was really, really dope, man. So that's my number 1. So number 5, Spider-Man from PS4 from PlayStation. Number 4, Peter from the cartoon in the 90s. Number 3, Miles Morales from the PlayStation 4 game. Number 2, Symbiote Spider-Man from the comic book. And number 1, Miles from Into the Spider-Verse. Honorable mention, I'm a big Andrew Garfield fan. Honorable mention to Andrew Garfield from the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. And then honorable mention to Tom Holland, too. So
Agreed.
Boom. That's it. So many versions of Spider-Man. Pick one. But yeah, man. Shout out to Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. That game was cold.
Yeah.
I used to love that game. But yeah, man. Let us know, man. What's your top 5 favorite versions of Spider-Man, y'all?
Miguel O'Hara. That was his name.
Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. We all had that first issue with that comic book.
Bro, this is the sweetest fucking costume ever,
bro. This costume is
that shit
incredible.
looks so dope, dog.
Bro, we all had that. That first issue. Remember when that thing came out? Everybody had that.
Yep, and there's a toy. The toy was cold.
The toy was fire. Yeah, Miguel O'Hara is definitely another really, really dope Spider-Man character.
They had a whole, like, do you remember the whole, it was like a whole line of 2099, like X-Men,
Toys.
2099, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was dope. Like I said, that first issue of that comic book was super popular in the 90s. Everybody had it. So yeah, man, shout out to Miguel O'Hara too. Excited to see Oscar Isaac play him in the next. And then yes, bro. I remember those. I remember those. I had that red monster looking thing.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I had that toy, and his wings. I remember his wings were like fabric on the inside.
That's
really dope. Yeah, it was super dope. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go find some of these comics.
Man, we're gonna have to go back on we're gonna have to go down a 90s rabbit hole for these 2099 comics, because they had Doom 2099 too. I remember that. Yeah, they had a lot of cool, weird stuff going on. I'm sure you can find some good characters with the Rob Liefeld faceplate thing.
Dog, I love it.
back during that time. So yeah, man, that's it, bro. Episode 101 in the books. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, man. Thank y'all for listening. And just, keep your spirits up, man. We'll catch you guys next week. Book of Changes out now. Check it out.
Yo.
And that's it, man. Episode 101.
Hero.
Peace.
Yo, check it. Winter in Michigan. Started writing my letter to Santa, but never finished it. Inclement weather shall bring us closer together. Put the tree up in November. Seems we've been waiting forever. I can hardly wait. I count the days in the ugliest sweaters. Back then it was pajamas. The spirit never abandoned. No matter the number, count every blessing. It's evident. Joy to the world and peace is the only present then. Follow me, I conquer the biggest hills when I'm sledding. Once the snow is good for packing, I'm loaded up every second. Freezing, but it's all for the love of the season. Hey yo, silver bells ringing, lights visible in the evening. Hey yo, we staying warm by this open fire. Here's to the season and hoping you find your reason. Although it's been said many times, many ways, embrace each other today. The spirit is on the way. Hey yo, we staying warm by this open fire. Here's to the season and hoping you find your reason. Although it's been said many times, many ways, embrace each other today. The spirit is on the way. Yo, check it. The smell of the tree serving a memory.